Hello, and welcome back to the 18th episode of the Neil and the Lens podcast. I'm here, as always, with my co-host.
Kevin, what's up? How we doing, everyone? Welcome back. Weekly Needle and the Lens podcast.
You were really...
I was ready for it. Look, man, I got to...
handoff and
Look, dude, I'm not getting caught. I'm not getting caught slipping like last time. All right?
Nice.
This is not...
I like to see it.
This is not the universe we live in. All right? This is not that timeline. All right? This is not that alternate reality.
Which we...
Also known as 2 episodes ago.
Got you.
There you go.
We're here now. Got a new episode for you today. How are you doing today, Kevin?
I'm doing all right. You don't sound too hot there, friendo. Though. How are you doing?
I'm very tired. I'm extremely tired. Don't really even know why, but it was just the second I woke up this morning, I knew. I was like,
man, you gotta start going to sleep, buddy.
I know, and I didn't even. I mean, I had to wake up at like around 6 today, and I because I didn't have to be at work till 7. Sometimes I got to be there at 6.
Right.
I don't have to be there till 7 today. So I was like, oh, I even got an extra hour. But I kind of messed up because I took the extra hour like on the, the staying up side rather than the sleeping side. That makes sense. So yeah, I went to bed at like, I don't know, maybe around 1:30. I don't even remember. I just. But it wasn't
rookie
early.
Numbers, 5 a.m.
Hey,
bitch. What's up,
when you got to be at work,
dude? Yeah, my sleep
day,
schedule's been so fucked lately.
It's so bad. Like I'm trying to get back in the routine. Honestly,
I really need to
waking up early and shit because I think it was very helpful. I was kind of that way in the semester. Like the latest I would normally wake up if I didn't have work was like 10 o'clock. So.
Oh yeah.
That was really good. So I want to try to get back in that routine.
Right. See, but I guess for me, my thing is like, even if I go to sleep late, I'm like still pretty all right about waking up early-ish.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like even if I go to bed at like 5, I'll still get up at 10.
Dang.
Yeah.
And be like well rested and everything?
Not necessarily well rested, but functional enough.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like I can wake up and be functional. I mean, obviously I'm functional enough to go to work for 6 or to 8 hours, But
not functional enough to do the Needle and the Lens podcast?
Dude, that crash after work, once I get off work and put food in my system, that
it's
combination.
Over. It's over.
Once you eat, I mean, every time for me, once I've got food in me, that's a wrap. Like I am immediately, I want to go to sleep. So all that combined, especially today, man, it really hit me. Really hit me.
Oh no, I bet.
I literally, like I was telling you, I couldn't even get through the episode of Loki in one sitting. Like I had to go to sleep.
Dude, and this was a short episode this week too.
Was it in length? It was short.
Yeah, it was only like 40 something minutes.
Man,
they're normally like pushing more towards 50.
Yeah, man, I couldn't hang.
Yeah, you can't
hang.
But enough about Loki. We're going to be talking about that later in the episode.
We will.
Those of you that are interested, welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
You folks already know what's going on here. Music, movies, TV, viewing, listen, and pleasure. All that shit that I say every week. We're back. We got a couple of things to talk with you folks about today. It's going to be a bit of a chill, short episode, but at least we think so. I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll be here for 2 hours. Who knows? But we'll see.
I doubt that. I doubt it today, honestly.
You doubt it? I don't know. I feel like we always say it's going to be a short episode, and then we just end up going forever anyway.
That is true. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I have a feel. Today feels different.
Feels different? It's hot in here. That's my thing.
Dude, it's hot in here, too.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Like, I set the AC down and everything.
Down to what?
I set it to 73 today.
You're hilarious.
Listen,
mine
man.
Was on 73, and I was like, this is so hot. Turn it down to 70.
Look, man, if we get a break today, I'll turn it down. But, I mean, for now, we're dealing with it. I was sitting at 76 earlier. I've been, like, trying to conserve energy a bit,
I mean, that's smart. My thing is just like, for some reason, my room gets so much hotter than like the rest of the apartment. Like I will literally step out of my room into the living room and I'm like, oh, I say living room like it's a whole thing, but but I'll like step out of my room and it's like a perfect temperature. And the second I walk back in my room, it's just like burning up. So it's rough over here. It's very rough.
It's rough. But I also was just looking around and I realized why it's so hot in here.
Why is that?
I don't got the ceiling fan on.
Come on.
Yeah.
I got mine on.
We're back again. Like I said, let's get into what we're going to talk about today, this week. If you're on the internet, right, then you know this actually, funny enough, this dropped a week ago. This trailer dropped a week ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's this trailer for this new film, new piece of cinema called Karen, right?
Yes.
Sorry to use the K slur, folks. I did it for educational purposes. All right. Just know I don't mean it.
God.
No, do you not remember when they were trying to say that Karen was a sexist and racist term? Oh, God. So funny.
Jeez.
Gosh.
This is so bad. But
it is. But yes. So this trailer actually dropped a week ago on the 17th. So I guess 6 days ago.
That's interesting. That's wild, because it just literally came into conversation like what, yesterday, I think?
I think so. Yeah. It wasn't that long ago, which I guess, to be fair, this did come out the day after we shot the episode. So couldn't exactly talk about it unless we could have read the future. But hey, we're here. But yeah, it's come into the more public conversation now. I want to say a lot of it has to do with what's his name? I think D'Angelo Wallace made a video about it.
Got you.
I don't know if it's kind of a correlation thing, or if he made the video because it was getting traction, or if when he made the video it was getting traction. But yeah, this trailer comes out. It's essentially, if you don't know, Karen is an older white lady who complains, talks to the manager, whatever. And
This just does racist shit to black people.
Doesn't exactly all the time. So hey, why not take that concept and turn it into a movie, I guess, right? Let's make some racial social commentary, right? So for you folks, we're gonna actually watch this trailer right now. Unfortunately, but
and I saw the trailer on my timeline, and then I saw like 30 seconds of it, and I was just like, no.
Oh no, it's bad. On the other hand, I saw the whole trailer from Twitter. I don't know if this is the extended cut, so we might have some extra shit here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. BET, everyone. BET original.
Guess this is a long way from East Point.
Baby, you just gotta give it a chance.
That's Karen.
Tell me about your new neighbors.
They're black. Do you mind keeping it down? If you don't comply, I'll tell the manager.
Love that choice of words, by the way. Comply.
Somebody's taking home security serious.
I'm already mad.
I am Karen Drexler. I'm your neighbor. You need to be taking your trash cans off the curb right when the trash is picked up.
Is she nice?
Yeah, she's nice.
Wait a minute. We have a white entitled neighbor named Karen.
Karen, okay, enjoy yourself.
There she is, slaving away in the kitchen. I've come across some very suspecting teenagers.
Suspecting?
Can you please hurry up? Please, they're very aggressive. Yep.
I left my wallet with my ID at home. Leave us alone. We didn't do anything.
How the heck did you end up moving to this neighborhood? Next thing you know, we have criminals. You take care of him, and I will take care of her.
Would you mind stepping out of the car?
My office has uncovered some disturbing information on her and her brother.
She doesn't.
Wait, so her brother's a cop then? I was not. All right.
Black. I know she doesn't like you either.
She don't like you either.
What I do? You can't tell me, huh?
We are living next door.
Confederate flag soap.
Racist.
What?
You went in her house?
What?
You wouldn't want your wife to know our little secret, right?
I was not staying in a place for
He's banging Karen.
Have here.
where you got a hammer. Everything looks like nails.
You people are very angry.
Shut your mouth, boy.
Bad things happen to people that don't comply.
Oh my God.
Somehow, that was worse than I expected.
It really is.
Um,
Oh my
wow.
God.
that was bad. I almost don't know where to start.
So she likes the word comply, right? That's,
yeah.
That was the one thing that really stood out to me. I guess not really the one thing. A lot of things stood out to me, but yeah, that's a movie. Someone. So think about it. That movie. It was written.
Mm-hmm.
It was pitched.
Right.
The studio said, "Yeah, let's do it."
Let's
It was
do it.
funded. It was shot. It was edited.
And everyone said yes. Yes.
And everyone said yes. Green lights all the way through.
And
now it's going into release.
You know what's funny is I remember actually hearing about this movie. When the actress that plays Karen, when she was cast, I remember seeing it on Twitter, being like, "Oh, so and so just got cast in this movie, Karen." And even then, I was like, "Oh, that's." I mean, even if when you hear the concept, like you don't even need to see the trailer to know, like,
Yeah.
this is a terrible idea, you know. So when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my God!" And also, like, I mean, Orange is the New Black is like a fairly like, I'm not gonna say it's like the best show politically because there's still like, I don't know, it's still like about prison and like. There are some cops that they make you like kind of like and stuff, you know, sympathize with to some degree.
Right.
But it's like a better kind of more liberal show, if you will. So I thought maybe she would be better about choosing roles, but no, this is this is bad.
Yeah, we're gonna get into Taryn Manning in a bit.
Yeah.
She's got some shit. Also, I just wanted to point out this trailer has 16,000 dislikes and 4.9 thousand likes. So definitely getting getting ratioed pretty hard over here.
Right. You know, I will say from the trailer, the first thing I will say about this trailer is that even if there was a good concept here, it just looks bad. Like, it just looks bad. The acting doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It looks like, I mean, it's BT films. Like, it looks pretty low budget. Like almost to the point where it's like,
a lot of people were comparing it and saying that it looks like it's just a fucking SNL spoof of Get Out.
Yeah, it honestly
which
does.
it really does.
Yeah. Like, this does seem like an SNL sketch. Down to like the Confederate flag soap.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, this is so like when we talk about like lacking nuance, oh my God.
Oh yeah. This is they're laying it on the nose.
So thick with everything, like the you people, like the all just all the little, I can't even think of everything that was in that trailer because there was just so much, but like it's all just being laid on so thick.
100 layers thick.
Yeah. And it's horrible. Not to mention, we don't need this movie. It's not going to say anything or contribute anything.
No, dude, this film is single-handedly liberating black people. That's
single-handedly what they think, honestly. Not to mention, it also doesn't look that scary. Like, I feel like they're really trying to make it seem like it's like a horror, like suspense sort of thing, you know?
Right.
But it doesn't have any of that. Like, I mean, at the very least, if they did want to make a movie like this, they could try and make it seem scary. But nothing about this is even scary. This is just terrible from front to back. And I think the thing is, like, a lot of people were talking about this on Twitter, where it's like, now we've just got a bunch of Get Out clones now, you know, like all Jordan Peele's little kids, all these people that are trying to,
all his sons, man.
He got a lot of sons out here, a lot.
Yep.
Okay. And pretty much all of them have been bad. Like, there have been so many new movies and stuff coming out lately that are trying to kind of hit that same sort of social commentary, horror line that, you know, started with Get Out. From, like, there's that new show on Amazon Prime called Them. There was the movie Bad Hair on Hulu. There was Antebellum, which was actually, I believe, produced by Jordan Peele.
Yeah. He had a hand in that.
Yeah.
I know.
But I heard that one. I didn't even watch that one because I just heard it was like really, really bad. So it's just like, I don't know. All these people out here are just trying to copy it. And the thing is, hey, Jordan Peele did it. He did it, and
he killed it.
He killed it, and we don't need to do that again. And I think
lightning doesn't strike twice. Well, it does. That's just a lie. But when you try to recreate lightning, it doesn't work. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, man.
No, I think there is also a certain thing with, like, the timing of Get Out and when that came out.
Yeah.
And I think now a lot of this stuff feels more. Not that it's not still relevant, because, like, obviously there's still room to have movies and discussions about this kind of stuff.
Right.
But I think now it feels so, like, I don't know, it just feels like trendier to be doing that. And I think, like, Jordan Peele got in there at a time where it was, I mean, and he was one of the first to do it, you know? And
right.
I think the timing of that movie was very good, which helped a lot too. And also, it was just very well made, you know? And not that it, I'm not going to say Get Out is, like, the most nuanced movie ever. Obviously, you know, like, there's still, like, some pretty clear themes, but it's not heavy-handed.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem with a lot of stuff now, is that it's so heavy-handed and people aren't writing well. But Karen here is just bad. Like, this is just bad on every level, you know? I legitimately don't know what to say about this movie. A part of me is like, should I even be giving this movie that much energy, you know? Like, because I don't know, it is like a BET movie. No one's actually going to end up watching this, you know?
Right. Isn't it going to Prime? I feel like I saw something.
Is it going to Prime?
I think I saw someone say that. I don't remember.
Well, I will not be tuning in.
I don't know, man. It could be a drunk watch.
I don't even think I could make myself sit through that, even as a drunk watch. I
don't know, man.
I told myself I was gonna watch Green Book as a drunk watch, and I just still haven't done it.
See, but this is, like, over the top awful, you know?
I feel like it would just get so over the top that I would actually start to get really annoyed and pissed off.
I don't know, man.
I feel like I would just be like, oh my God. You know?
I don't know. There's that so bad it's good kind of thing, but not like, no, hold on.
You heard it here first. Kevin said.
No. Listen up. Don't fucking interrupt me, motherfucker. There is I'm thinking of the Uncanny Valley, but that's like a completely different thing, obviously. But there's that so bad it's good valley, right? And I feel like it's not quite there in the so bad it's good.
No,
but it's
not.
still fun to make fun of. I feel like it would be that point.
I feel like it is. See, when I think about like so bad it's good type movies, you know, we're talking The Room, you know, we're talking trying to think what else is just so bad. I don't know, maybe like Disney Channel movies, like they're like to a degree, those are like really bad, but just like really enjoyable, you know?
Right.
But I feel like this would be enjoyable as, like you said, as an SNL sketch or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it would still be pretty cringe, but
I was about to say, even then, I'd probably still be like, ugh.
Yeah, but at least that is just one sketch in a show as opposed to a feature-length film that, as I said, written, pitched, produced, the whole thing. Like they went through the whole steps, all right? I paid fucking however much money, like $40,000 to go to school to learn about film. They did all of those steps and this shit is coming out.
That's sad.
It is extremely sad.
I mean, I don't think this is going to be successful for them. I mean, honestly, I don't know. It could actually end up, because of the amount of exposure that it's gotten. People could end up tuning in just for, like you said, just to.
Hey man, it could just be a meme watch. If it's a Prime.
See, but here's the thing is that on some level it's like, yeah, like that could be funny to watch. But then on another level, it's like, yo, if a bunch of people go and watch this and it's successful, they're going to be like, we can keep making movies like this because people are going to watch it. And then we keep getting movies like this, you know? So it's like, I don't know.
See, I don't know. I guess I don't know quite enough about how streaming numbers works and shit like that. So
they don't streaming numbers are weird. They don't like to share.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like
information sometimes.
If it's just out of, just pure numbers, I mean, yeah, just because it has a lot of numbers doesn't mean it's making money necessarily.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about how like revenue and stuff works, but I do know that, like, I mean, if they get a lot of traffic on this movie, then we could see a Karen 2. And at all costs, we have to avoid Karen 2. We cannot get Karen 2.
Look, man, they gotta make these shitty movies sometimes. It's gotta happen sometimes.
This trailer reminded me of Ma in a lot of ways.
Okay,
just like the vibe of it, you know?
Yeah.
But Ma, although I haven't seen it, that movie looks like a great time.
It does.
It just looks.
It does.
It looks so fun. Like that is a type of movie that seems like so bad it's good. You know.
I think that crosses into that threshold. I feel like it would.
Definitely.
Definitely. When I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks so fucking bad. I have to watch it.
Yeah, and I still haven't seen Ma.
It's on Netflix, I think, right?
I think it might be on HBO Max.
Ah, right. Fucking, I might watch that tonight then.
You get it's a Ma night for you?
It might be a Ma night for me, yeah.
Okay.
It might be.
I've had a couple movies I've been wanting to watch too, so maybe I'll tap in. I don't know if it'll be Ma, but
yeah,
we'll see. But yeah, no, this is very bad.
Bad, not good. Very bad.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like it could just kind of wash over and no one talks about it. Like, because like on some levels, like I was saying, it is one of those things where it's like, do I even really want to give this much energy to this? Like,
right.
It looks so low budget. It's not gonna necessarily be like, if people didn't pay attention to it, it wouldn't make a splash, you know?
Yeah, no, it definitely wouldn't.
Nothing really interesting going on here as far as casting or writing or anything. Like, so I'm just like, but it is really bad. And I think it just kind of started that larger conversation about, about Jordan Peele's kids out here, you know?
Dude, I know.
and they are not doing
all
good.
his
They
sons
are,
and daughters.
They are the Chet Hanks to Tom Hanks, you know, like
True. They're the bastard children.
Exactly.
It's we gotta start calling these movies wait, this is getting into Loki a bit, but like, you know how it's like Laufey's son of Laufey? It was Peele's son.
Peelson.
Peel daughter. There we go.
Yeah.
All these Peelsons.
They're out here.
They really are out here. But there are a couple of things. Okay, so there's this article. I think I am still sharing screens with you, right? I don't think I ever turn it off, but
yeah, no.
Either way, this is from The Root. I don't know how, like, I'm not familiar. There's the Onion.
They're hit or miss.
Yeah, so like my one thing is there's the Onion at the top, which I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if this is true.
This headline. No, The Root, they're not satirical. They're like an actual.
This is for real?
Yeah, no.
This is for real? All right. So Taryn Manning, I don't know where this is sourced from, but Taryn Manning apparently says that she felt a social responsibility to take on this role.
What? Talk me through that, Taryn.
Yeah,
Manning.
so
Talk
this
me
is
through that.
This explains the whole thing, and then all it says is when asked to comment on why she wanted to take this role, Manning explained, "I felt a social responsibility to take on this role, even if I had to play the villain to affect change around the globe. Then I was more than willing to step into the role. What's been going on is devastating. It's time for change and for me to be a part of a bigger picture. Meant a lot to me." And all right.
No, because
all right, girl. All right, Miss Girl.
It really is wild. Like, we joke around about how like these people will be like, yeah, no, you know, like this, like I joking around about like people thinking this movie is gonna like liberate Black people across the world, but like she really thinks that like
if that quote is real, I cannot fucking believe she believes that. Dude, Taryn Manning.
It's probably. I'm pretty sure that that's real. Like,
dude, everyone put a fist up for Taryn Manning, savior of all Black people.
She really thinks that like these movies do something. And I mean, like, what when you put this content out into the world, what does it do? What conversation is it starting? Like, is it starting a different conversation than the one
we've already been having?
had?
Yeah.
Is it thought provoking in any way? Like, what are we doing here? And it's like another one of those things where it's kind of like the David Sebastian video, where it's like you're throwing stuff in there just to be doing
ass
it,
shaking American flags.
Exactly. Like, what did we accomplish? Nothing. Continue.
Ding, ding. Yeah, she's, if that's a real quote, she's fucking crazy. But you didn't need me to tell you that because, oh, hey, look, there's more. So someone, actually, let me go to the tweet. Shout out at Scared Bisexual on Twitter. Am I the only one who remembers how Taryn Manning went on a weird QAnon-esque rant during the BLM protests last year? Let's read. Let's read. All right. I never pop political, but I want to start by saying if I was being attacked the way everyone attacks him, I would hold the Holy Bible too. Which, by the way, again, in this photo op, he holds the Bible like he's never held a book before in his life. He looks like a goddamn lunatic because he is one. People can feel scared right now. Donald can feel scared too. I do say with all my love in the name of Jesus Christ. Here to be mindful of dragging God into the fake media and trying to pick this choice of his apart. Not about him, it's about God. This is what I saw. I don't watch fake news. #Q. Oh God. Who cares? Let it ride. I am happy because Donald chose the power of the sword in his hand. #right hand. And maybe if we lifted him up rather than tear him apart daily, since he is still in office, wished him the best, and that we pray Jesus wraps his wings around the man for heaven's sake. Wait, there's more. We got 3 more, I think. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Because it's actually.
Oh my God.
wraps his wings. Then he could think straight and make better choices that please all the humans full of hate. Whatever it will take to shush the idle chit chat that is only the devil's playtime. Cross emoji. No, I don't, quote, support Trump, end quote, as you will all attack me. I support humans. Let it ride. I see his errors, of course, but let the Holy Spirit reign supreme now. Donald can be very nice, actually, if you're not attacking him constant. We are in times of utter peril, cross emoji. Much bigger beasts at work. I mean, for now, hashtag game over, winking emoji. Remember, in the end, we win. The book of Revelation. Stay close to the cross emoji, hashtag Q. All I see is the Bible. That's all that matters to me, hashtag Q. Funded protests, white antagonists, blaming BLM, nice Soros, hashtag game over, hashtag bread QMs, hashtag Q. Know the hashtag truth, do the research. It's all there for you to see. Turn off your TVs. They got you all by the ball sacks. I don't care about Trump. I care about kindness and peace. Hashtag love Q. And last one. Far from a racist.
Oh my God.
And
No.
it's a picture.
No. 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 Absolutely not. Absolutely. Absolutely fucking no. No. I don't.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Taryn Manning, savior of all black people, by the way.
And you know, it's you know, I can see why she said she felt like she needed to take this role.
Yeah.
I can definitely see why, because it was perfect for her. It was perfect for her.
Yeah.
Wow. There is. So she's a Trump supporter, essentially.
So, in that she's not
Trump
explicitly saying
supporter.
that she is, she's
a Trump sympathizer.
So all we need to get from that is all of those hashtag Qs. She literally supports QAnon, or she believes it to some extent.
Oh, for sure.
Which is already batshit crazy, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so weird because am I the only one who just, this isn't enough? She needs to just go full mask off.
I mean, she's already basically there.
But she's not though. She's not far enough because it sounds like I don't support Trump. I support people. Come on, Taryn. Just go full
Karen
mask off.
Karen is her doing it. She's probably just.
Karen is her mask off moment.
She's not acting. She's
really not. That is just straight up full mask off. Oh my God.
Oh, wow. She's really
I didn't even read that post all the way through the first time I saw it. And I was like, QAnon shit? Word?
You know what's kind of wild is that all these characters she's played, because even in Orange is the New Black, she played this redneck, kind of, I don't want to, I mean, she wasn't racist on the show, but
she was country southern.
There was really country southern, and definitely some racist undertones to her character as well. And then she goes and plays Karen, and then you've got this, and I'm like, she really might not be that great of an actress, and is just
playing herself,
different versions of herself, honestly.
Hey man, sometimes that's what you got to do. Just play yourself.
This is really rough.
Oh God.
And the fact that she would do all of this and then be like, no, I need to make Karen because of how this is going to
exactly
help the world. What?
Oh, God.
Worms for brains.
Worms for smooth brain over here.
Very smooth.
God,
very smooth.
Oh my God. I really I'm just thinking about the trailer now, and wow. What even was that?
I don't think I can watch it again. I don't think I'll ever watch it.
Oh, watch it again? Okay.
No, absolutely not.
The after show is just going to be us watching Karen.
I couldn't possibly sit through that.
All I'm saying is if it's on Prime, drunk watch 1000%.
You have fun. You go crazy.
What? You're not coming over for that?
I don't think I can sit through it. I don't think I can sit through it, man. I can't make it.
Oh God. I don't know. I think it's
No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I don't know. I think I think it'll be, I don't know. We gotta triple feature that, Conflicted.
So I gotta do
What was the other one? What was the other one? There was one more.
Another one?
I feel like there was another one that we were supposed to watch.
Dang. I know we still gotta do Conflicted though.
Yeah, we do gotta do double feature. Pew pew. I say we do. I say
we single feature Conflicted.
I don't know, man. But yeah, that movie, it exists. It's in the world. It's going to be released at some point.
Yeah. And this is to everyone who is writing that Get Out-esque script right now. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Do your own thing. Be original.
Exactly. We had Get Out. Do something else. Do something
racial horror commentary things. Like that genre, although I do think there's potentially some promise, I don't think anybody is necessarily like
equipped
to do it. And I think besides Jordan Peele right now, because I think he created the blueprint, and I don't think that anyone that's making these films is trying to stray far enough away from what he did.
They are straying away, but they're also not. Like the basic formula is there, but they're not.
Right.
They're not getting any of the nuance, any of the anything else.
So just spare everybody, please.
Yeah. Stop it, Peelson.
Put it down.
Put it down. Yeah.
Stop.
Put it down. Get off. What's the script writing software? Get off Celtex. All right.
Get off Celtex. Get off Write a Duet. Whatever you're writing on. Too.
Yeah, whatever you're doing. Get off Google Docs. All right. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
It might actually. No, I take it back. It might happen. I mean, shit. You might make some money. You might get greenlit.
But then after that,
do you want that? Do you want that under your belt?
You don't.
Exactly.
I definitely don't.
You don't.
But
yeah. I mean, I guess shout out.
Say about Karen.
Shout out the Karen movie. It's gonna happen, I guess.
I'm not shouting out nobody. But yeah,
it's
that is something that happened. So
it's so terrible.
That is our Karen talk. Unfortunately, that had to happen today.
Yes, it did unfortunately have to happen. But hey,
what do you want to get into now?
I guess we can briefly talk about some of the things that are happening right now with Posthumous Albums. This is a brief thing that I wanted to kind of touch on. I know that Pop Smoke's Posthumous album just got announced, I think for
July
16th. Yes.
Yeah.
So that is dropping next month, which this is second Posthumous album, right?
Right.
This is the second Posthumous album. I don't know why I thought third, but I guess the deluxe, that's why.
Yeah.
But this is the second Posthumous album, and there's also apparently another Juice WRLD one in the works that J. Cole has been confirmed
that's right.
to be featured on. That's
right.
That was
confirmed?
The deal. Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that it was confirmed. Interesting.
There's a picture of him in the studio. Let me double check my facts real quick.
I saw that people were like, "Oh, J. Cole looks like he's gonna be on the new Juice WRLD." I didn't know.
Oh, I guess like he didn't confirm it, but it's like, you know.
Oh, got you. Well, yeah, I think that's definitely a good discussion. I mean, obviously, there's been like a lot of discussion about posthumous albums and
right.
The how ethical they are.
Which they're not.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. That was a bit.
Yeah. I think most of the posthumous albums we get are probably not
handled with care.
Yeah, definitely not handled with care. I would say, like, I mean, in recent memory, I think everyone would say the Mac Miller, Circles album is
One of the few, yeah.
one of the few that did it very, very well, very beautifully. As well as, releases since his other releases since his passing. I think like his family has handled that pretty well. And he's also got a new feature coming out this week, so that'll be interesting. But the thing is, hey, these artists aren't here. I think if we're looking past one posthumous album, and even sometimes doing that one album, I'm like,
yeah.
If the artist wasn't here, if you didn't know that they were like, I am actively working on this project and I want to put it out, don't put it out, like, and I think that was the thing with Circles is like, they knew, like Mac knew when he made Swimming that he was going to make Circles, right?
Exactly.
And
it was already like, it was mostly done already at the time of his passing. Or even like, it was mostly done, I think, at the time of Swimming's release. I think it was like a good chunk of it at least was done by then.
Yeah.
But definitely like at the time of his passing, it was mostly done. Like it was just the finishing touches that needed to be put on it. And I forgot his name, but the guy who
John Bryan,
yeah, he handled it so well.
So well.
Yes, crafted it together.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like him and John Bryan seem to have had a very good working relationship and were very close and talked about like his release process and creative process and everything. And so I think like his family was able to bring that all together so well. So I don't think like necessarily with the Pop Smoke album that like at least the first posthumous Pop Smoke album, which maybe, there were some songs on there that he had already completed that he did want to put on an album, but from what I know, it was still very much in the vein of a lot of other posthumous albums where it's just like, oh, well, we need to put something out. Like, we got to put something out.
Yeah.
And they just like take a bunch of tracks and take a bunch of vocals, sometimes put them over different beats, grab random features to go on there because obviously like this artist has just died. Everybody wants to be on their album,
Yeah.
So you just kind of got a lot of that stuff. And the thing is, the artist isn't here to tell you whether this is their vision, whether that's what they want or not. And obviously they're not here to reap any of the benefits, or like get any of that. So all that money is just going to people that aren't Pop Smoke, that aren't Juice WRLD, so it's a little shady. It's very shady.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, I guess the thing is, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the big thing. And like a lot of it, the biggest problem with a lot of them is that oftentimes, even though it's this artist's project, they feel like features on most of the songs because obviously that's what they're doing. They're just getting the little bits that they have, the little crumbs, and then just putting it together. And that really does go to show you, I mean, how much work a lot of these big companies have of these artists. All these Lucy's, all these unreleased shit that gets cut. Then they're just like, well, we already have it. Just throw it onto this one. And then you get you get bad projects. That's the thing. You get poorly made projects that, I mean, hey, they just want to make money. That's the big thing.
That is the biggest thing. And they'll just keep on putting out albums. They'll keep on selling features.
They will milk that dead man's body dry.
How many Juice WRLD features I have seen, since his passing. Like it's just wild. It's really wild. So it's like, I don't know, at least with those artists right now, like, Juice WRLD, X, and Pop Smoke.
X got the horrible end of it though.
Yeah, like I don't know how they've been still consistently releasing.
He's had like what,
so many projects,
5 posthumous albums, dude.
Like
or something like that. It's insane.
Yeah.
And it's like, look, even with Juice WRLD and Pop Smoke with their posthumous albums last year, I mean, like, even though like I didn't love either of them, they weren't terrible. Like they were serviceable posthumous albums that I was like, all right, cool. If this is where this ends, perfect.
Right.
This is fine. This is a fine place to leave off. This is a good enough final chapter. But then you start throwing more on top of it, and then it's just like, I don't know about that, man. I don't know, because now it feels like you're grasping at straws. Also, by the way, I found the tweet that I saw that I did not fact check hard enough, but this is the only post that I saw.
Is it that picture of him?
Yeah, it looks like J. Cole is going to be featured on Juice WRLD's next posthumous album, Party Never Ends.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah, this is the one. And then it's this picture of him in the studio, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But someone in the comments said not even the caption. The caption says applying pressure always. And then he changed the caption. He used to say it. It does say that the caption was edited. So, and then if you go to the comments, that Party Never Ends Soon is there, on there. So, I mean, hey, I don't know how fake or real this shit is, but
time will tell.
Time will indeed tell. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, posthumous albums at this point, I don't know. It's really rough because they really are milking artists.
Right. And I mean, you try to hope that, you know, you can trust the family of the artist to kind of, you know, go and do a Mac Miller sort of direction with it. But unfortunately, you can't always.
Yeah, you can't always trust them because, I mean, hey, people are going to look out for themselves and they want to make their money. So,
right. I mean, Drake had a fucking Michael Jackson feature.
Yeah, that was. Well, apparently he didn't get permission for that or something like that. Someone said he didn't get permission.
Oh, really?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I feel like they would have cracked down on that if he didn't have permission.
I don't know, man.
But
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's just, I mean, people will do whatever to get money, get relevancy. You know, that's how it is out here. And
they do what they do.
It's pretty gross. It's really gross, honestly.
It is gross.
And like I said,
I don't like it.
X is by far, I will say, like the worst example of it. I mean, like, say what you want about him, obviously, you know, very controversial figure, but dude, like hold on. Let me check how many albums he has released. Because yeah, it's gotta be somewhere near.
I feel like I want to say 3. I feel like sounds right.
Something like that. I know he did there was like some collab tape. What was the first one? That was because he was alive during ? Skins was, I want to say the first one. Yeah, right?
Oh, interesting. I have not followed his career that closely, honestly, so I'm not.
Yeah, I want to say when did he die? Let me. I'd hate to do that, but let me. It was actually like not even that long ago, or like the anniversary of it was not even that long ago.
Oh yeah, it was June 18th. That was just a couple days ago.
Yeah, so June 18th, 2018. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, he actually has only released 2 posthumous albums, but there was some sort of collab tape with like, it was the members only. Yeah, they dropped.
Yeah, I'm seeing that members only, and then there was also a deluxe of ?
Okay, right.
If you want to count that.
I guess that kind of counts. That was after.
There are a lot of songs on here. Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay.
3 songs on this deluxe.
What the fuck?
Some of them are instrumentals. But
yeah, but I guess I could pop this up real quick. Because yeah, Skins dropped December 7th, 2018, and Bad Vibes Forever was December 6th, 2019. So, I mean, honestly, surprised they didn't keep up with the December of every year dropping something, you know?
I guess not.
I guess not.
But
I mean, hey.
Needle in the Lens podcast does not endorse
poorly managed posthumous albums.
There you go. I was figuring out the right way to
Ding dong.
word
But
it.
yeah, no, it's
got
just rough, man.
We're not a fan.
Yeah, and they're just more often than not handled extremely poorly.
Right.
And it's just like it's obviously just a quick cash grab to take advantage of the fans. And I mean that's really the saddest part of it. I think obviously Circles is the exception, not the rule. And
yes, definitely.
I mean, yeah.
And I think, Mac's family is doing everything right now. I mean, he does have that new feature coming out. I don't know what the story is behind that. I know Ty Dolla $ign is on the song, and I know that him and Ty were,
they were
buddies.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm trusting. And I mean, Mac's family has been so good about everything thus far. And also, I mean, all of his friends, at least in the industry, have been really, really supportive and good about all that too. So I am sure that this feature coming out is something that he would have wanted. For sure. At this point, I think there was another feature, the Free Nationals feature that was posthumous too, right?
Yeah, that released after his passing, but I mean, like, I'm pretty sure it was 100%.
He had already like recorded that verse and everything.
Yeah.
But we will see. Please stop with the bad posthumous albums.
Yeah.
Fair.
Do one and done. That's really all that's needed.
Yeah.
Just drop one. That's all that needs to happen.
And speaking of, we'll see. I don't know how a new Injury Reserve album would go. Whether there would be any Grogs verses on there, if they even have anything that they would have wanted to put on an album that they had already made, or if they just want to leave it. Because I think as of right now, Grog's last verse that may have been released was maybe on Limbo, or he may have had another feature that came after that. I'm not sure.
I don't think so, but that does sound right. That it was probably the Limbo one.
Yeah, so I don't know. Definitely be interesting to see how they go with that. But I also trust Injury Reserve too. Like,
obviously.
So yeah, that is. We will just have to see how that goes. But
that we will.
That is all for posthumous albums, and I think the only thing left on our docket is to talk about the new episode of Loki, which is actually the
halfway point,
the mid-season. Yeah, we're halfway through the show now.
Apparently, which is a surprise.
It is after watching this episode, right?
Yeah. Spoilers, by the way. We're gonna get into everything. So if you don't want to see that, if you're watching on YouTube, timestamps below, obviously.
You can skip ahead.
Yeah, you can skip ahead. And Spotify, I mean, shit, just get the timestamps off YouTube. I don't know.
You'll figure it out. But
my bad. Spotify, they need to add something like that. They do. All right, what are your thoughts?
I'm just gonna say, after watching this episode and knowing that after seeing this, we are halfway through the show.
Yes.
That's concerning. It's a little.
It is.
Maybe concerning is too strong of a word.
No. That's the word. That's the word I would use. I wholeheartedly agree.
I'm not doing too much because it feels like a very similar thing I felt, and I said this last time, because I think a lot of these Marvel shows are having the same issues.
Yeah.
Like some of the same issues. Obviously, there are different things here and there that are working better in some of them. But I do remember feeling this way with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was also 6 episodes. I remember getting to episode 3 and being like, I feel like nothing has really happened, Yeah.
And
obviously, like, I would say like the Lady Loki stuff is the most that's happened. But even that doesn't even feel like it was something that necessarily like push the plot forward or push the story forward yet.
Right.
Yet. And then this episode is very like self-contained. It doesn't push any narrative forward necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
It gives us time to understand who Lady Loki is. Or I guess,
it
sorry,
introduces
Sylvie.
her a little. Yeah,
Sylvie is her name. Which is good because we do need a chance to get to know her and stuff.
Right.
Which would be fine if we had more episodes in this show, you know?
Yeah,
But
that's the big problem.
Yeah. Like taking a whole episode to not push the narrative forward,
Right.
and simply develop her character is an interesting move. And I feel like I'm not writing this show, right? I'm not the writer for this show. So this is somebody else's issue to figure out. But y'all got to figure out, if you're going to do 6 episodes, you got to develop her character and push the story forward.
Lickety split. Got to do that shit quick.
No, yeah. And one thing I was like, oh, we literally didn't cut back to the TVA at all in this episode.
Yeah, no.
Like
it was extremely self-contained, like you said.
Yeah, and I was thinking we were going to get some more of that, you know, but we didn't. So those are my general feelings, right. So I'll let you go ahead and talk about your general feelings.
No, I really feel that was the thing. This is honestly, as much as I enjoyed the episode, it was by far probably my least favorite of them.
Okay.
And I think that a lot of that has to do with like, yeah, I'm worried about how the plot's going to go forward from here. I mean, because when I was at the end of the episode, I'm like, wait. And while like, yeah, it's a good cliffhanger, right?
Right.
This is supposed to be ideally, if you want to talk about story structure, right? The middle of it is supposed to kind of be the climax of the series.
We're supposed to be really getting somewhere, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, this should be like one of the tippity top points. And it's like, if this is the big bad, I mean, like, this is the first kind of thing. If this was 8 episodes, I would be completely fine with this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Being where it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then, I mean, like, just to get into spoilers, you know, they're stuck on this planet at the end of episode 3. They figure out how to get off at the end of episode 4. And then you introduce a really big, you know, turning point at that point towards the tail end of the season. Now you got 5, 6, 7, and 8 to really ramp things up and start going hard.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it feels like the episode 4 would make a much better halfway point. I mean, obviously we don't know what's happening in that episode yet. I remember there was an interview where Tom Hiddleston said that 4 and 5 were, I think he said, his favorite to film or something like that. So, I mean, I think we're going to get more out of those 2 episodes. And I mean, it was kind of the same thing with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I didn't really get too into it until like the 4th episode. So I think it's going to suffer from a lot of the same story quips with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But, you know, obviously, like, this is still probably, despite its issues, still probably my favorite of the series, just because of I think I like it more than WandaVision, honestly, still. Slightly. But
interesting.
I just think Loki as a character is insanely interesting. I think the story is interesting. I think the way that it's going to serve the further MCU is very exciting. You know, I thought about this, and to be fair, I didn't watch WandaVision as it was happening. So I mean, that kind of has a lot to do with it. But as I'm watching, I'm thinking about how these events are going to play into the larger MCU from here, and it's getting me excited. I'm getting theories all in my head, even though I don't know jack shit about comics mostly. You know, I'm just like, yo, hey, that could happen, and Doctor Strange, and you know, hey, I feel like based on this show, like I'm learning more. So it's definitely exciting.
I agree. It is very exciting. I do think I prefer WandaVision currently. Only because I think, even though maybe, I mean, I think they're both struggling from similar issues, but WandaVision was a very enjoyable watch for me. Even if it may not have been a perfect show, I enjoyed that experience.
I did too, yeah.
And I think, like, even I would have really been interested to see how you felt, how you watching it week to week would have changed how you felt about the show. Because I think that honestly added a lot for me. Like, just that experience of being able to like share with people on the internet of like everyone is just like what's going on every single week.
Right.
And I mean, Loki to a degree has an element of that, but not nearly as much as WandaVision, just because I think everyone was so confused. We weren't getting answers. Which is one of the problems with WandaVision, I think, is that how long they took to answer some questions. But
And I think that's probably why I mean, obviously, I don't think that they necessarily. I think they went into this wanting to do 6 episodes, but I do think that may have played a factor. I don't know to what extent, but I think the length of WandaVision and kind of the response to that might have affected these other 2 shows.
Interesting. See,
but I don't know. I don't think so. I think maybe.
Don't know.
They could have recut some shit together real quick.
Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't know what that process was like. I think Marvel is just really still trying to figure out how to do television.
Yeah.
I don't think they know completely yet how to do television and to create and make a satisfying narrative all the way through that is, consistently moving the story forward. I think that they struggle with that, which on some level is like, I enjoy seeing these characters in any capacity,
Right.
And so I'm not necessarily like that. That's the thing. Like for some people who maybe, which is gone for all the shows, if you're not a Marvel fan, you might not like this only because I feel like the stories themselves are not as strong as they could be. And they don't push these, like the stories don't move as well as they should. And
right.
As someone who's an MCU fan, I'm like, yeah, the story maybe isn't like, progressing that well. But I just love seeing Loki every week.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think this is the perfect show for an MCU fan. I think WandaVision was good enough to be enjoyed by non-MCU fans.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. But yeah, I think Loki is much more core MCU fan base fan service.
Right. And getting into like, I guess the specifics of this episode, I think maybe this also might be my least favorite one. But I did think it was interesting to get to know Sylvie. I think she is interesting, although we didn't get like a whole lot of backstory about her, and maybe they're not going to give us that. Like we got a little bit, when they're talking about she's talking about her mom,
right,
and like that kind of stuff. But I do think that her and Loki have a good dynamic there.
They do.
And that's definitely fun to watch and just like watch them just, get into all sorts of shit. And one thing for me, I will say though, is the action sequences in Loki so far haven't been super impressive to me.
Yeah. I'll give it that much.
Like even the fight scenes, I don't know what it is about them, but they just don't. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the choreography or something, but it doesn't hit the same way to me as like some other shows had. Not even, I mean, WandaVision didn't even have as much action,
Yeah.
But I feel like when it did, I was really into it. Even Falcon and Winter Soldier, I
think it did that really well.
Yeah, it did. And I mean, that show I think is like
it lends itself a lot more to that.
Right. So I think for that one it was going to be the best. And but I mean, Loki has still had some really cool action moments, as we've seen in Thor and Thor Ragnarok, and even like the other 2 Thors. I thought he's had some pretty good action moments. So I don't know. That was kind of one thing that wasn't too great for me. But I think my biggest thing is just I need this story to go somewhere. Like
it feels like we're on a train to nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean,
funny enough, because a large chunk of this episode took place on a train. Ha ha.
And they really, I mean, they're not going anywhere. Honestly, they're definitely not going anywhere after the end of that episode. Which I will say, the end of the episode, I was like, okay, this is interesting. Like, this is good. But now I'm like, okay, so are they going to be stranded on this planet all alone, isolated from the rest of the TVA and that storyline for another episode. Like they can't be. They just can't be. Like they need to, in the next episode, they need to figure out how they're going to get them off of this planet very quickly, because like I need that to happen kind of early in the episode, honestly, because I don't see this story. If they take another episode with these two isolated from everyone, I don't see the story going in a good direction that can wrap up in 2 episodes.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So they definitely have to figure that out soon. And I think another thing is like, which is a question that we had, I think, with WandaVision and maybe Falcon and the Winter Soldier too. But should these have just been movies? You know, like,
right?
Should they have just done, hey, we're gonna do a fun Loki movie, and he's got his own. He's like going and joining these people in the TVA, and it's like, whoa, who are they?
See,
you know,
but I think this one has the opposite problem. I feel like with the story, I mean, I guess we don't know until we get to the end of the series, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier could have been a movie, point blank period. They could have cut a lot of this shit out and made it into a movie. Right. WandaVision, it could have served as a movie, but I think it's fine as a TV show. Loki, with how complex everything needs to be, I would have been fine if the show was 10 episodes. Yeah. I'd have been fine if it was 10, 12, definitely. Shit, however long you need to take. I think this one needed more time. So I think this one needed to be a series, but now they cut it too short.
No, I would definitely agree. I think the 6 episode like limit that they kind of are setting for some of these, too short. Definitely too short. And I do think that the Loki, what I thought the Loki show was going to be, I feel like maybe lended itself more to a series. I thought it would be like, oh my gosh, each week we're going to time travel to a new place and like try to see if we can find this variant, but it actually turned out to be like not that at all.
Yeah, it went by so quick, which like, and then coming into this episode, I'm like, okay, or is it going to be like him and Sylvie going to be running around? Are we going to get that kind of that time traveling adventure show that we thought we were going to get originally? This whole kind of like time buddy cop shit, but with instead with him and Sylvie, you know, running away and shit like that from the TVA. No, we don't get that, because by the end of this episode, they're stranded on the same moon as the 3rd episode. And now we're going to start there in the 4th episode. And it's like, okay, well, now where are we going from here? Because this really could have been, and as much as, you know, it's easy because like, Tom Hiddleston's British, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming all the Brits are taking all the acting jobs. But I mean, this could have been a Doctor Who like series very easily.
For sure.
And it could have been fun and awesome. And like, it didn't even have to, if this was a long-term series and didn't even have to tell like a contained story right away, just like over like a larger arc, like shit. I mean, give us a whole season of 16 episodes, have fun with it. Yeah. Tell a long-term story over the arc of the 16 episodes, but have fun with it. You know, I think that would have made this show the best it could possibly be.
I agree. And I think if they had had more episodes, I would have been more down with a standalone, like self-contained. We're stuck on we time traveled to a planet and we're stuck on here.
Yeah, you could do a 2-parter. You could do a 2-parter.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like, oh, this is so cool. Like, you know, I think they have a good dynamic, and it's like, yeah, that would be great. It's just within the context of the show and with the time that I know that they have, I'm like, this is a little rough. This is a little rough. So
we're getting to the end, 3 more weeks, and I mean, we're not anywhere that feels like we're ready for the ending. And like we know too much and too little at the same time. It's so weird because like, again, like you said, we thought it was going to be like, oh, they're going to be chasing the variant week to week and they're going to be going to these different places. It's like, no, we found out who the variant is in the 2nd episode and we found them already.
Yep.
And now Loki's chasing after her. And it's like, okay.
Right. So now I'm like, okay, so it seemed like the whole premise of the show they set up in the 1st episode was like, we need to catch this variant, figure out
Yeah.
who this variant is, da 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 da. Okay, we know who the variant is in the second episode. So now what are we working towards? You know, like what is the thing that we need to have resolved at the end of the episode? Is it having the variant and the TVA? Is that what it is? Like what are we? I don't know. I just feel like it needs to be I just need more. I just need more. I just need them to be doing more. I need more episodes. I need it to be better. I don't know. And I'm hoping that soon we get a Marvel series where these questions that we're asking about every single Marvel series, or like the issues we're having, we don't have anymore, because like I said, this has been an issue with every single show thus far.
And I know it's hard because they're going to have they have these 3 series that they want to get out, or like however many, like within one time frame. And it's hard to have those shows be 16 episodes long, but I don't know. I think it would serve them a lot of good to do that.
It definitely would. And I don't know what the reason is why I don't want to do longer seasons. I think WandaVision was,
I mean, shit,
good.
They could have 2 shows going on at the same time for all I fucking care.
They could, but then they're probably worried about, I don't know, splitting viewers or people not being as interested.
It's all on streaming. They're just going to watch it whenever.
I don't know, man. They can't give us too much at one time. You know,
I don't know. I think
spread it out.
I don't know. I think if you had one show that dropped on Wednesday, one show that dropped on Fridays, I think it would make a lot of sense. Like let's say WandaVision and Loki, which honestly would be the 2 perfect shows to have on at the same time. Let's say those 2 shows were on at the same time. I couldn't see WandaVision as 16 episodes, but they could do something with that, right?
Right.
But
I think that also they would struggle with spreading out their content over a year. Like they would have to make more content if they were dropping episodes, like 2 episodes of shows a week, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like they're probably just trying to stretch their content, and even still, they're doing a pretty good job, you know, of giving us stuff pretty regularly.
Yeah, but I guess my thing is if you have to make the shows longer, then having them on at the same time wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you can, because like, I mean, shit. What are all the shows that? So this year, WandaVision.
We're supposed to be getting
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki.
Also, I believe we're getting Miss Marvel.
Yeah, the
TV
Marvels.
Show.
Or I guess Miss Marvel, right?
Yeah, Miss Marvel. And I think that show could actually potentially be the best because it's going to be an origin story, I think, which could present. It's a very Marvel's done origin stories before. They're not taking characters that we already know. All they have to do in this Miss Marvel show is introduce her character. You can introduce her character, give us a villain, right? 2 simple things. You get us to know her world, get her to get used to her powers.
Defeat the bad guy
at the end of the season, and then she'll be ready to, you know, hop into the Marvels when that time comes. I think that is their best bet at telling the best story. I think that show has the most potential to be their best show as far as you know,
quality.
The narrative goes. And
quality of narrative.
Yeah, I think that has the most potential because it is just an origin story.
Yeah.
So I hope that one is good. As far as some of the other ones, we'll have to see how those go.
Right.
But yeah, obviously still enjoying Loki.
No, don't get it wrong. Even though every time we nitpick and talk shit about these shows, we still love them, we still enjoy them, and that's the thing. But I mean, we recognize these shows aren't perfect and we have our gripes with them, but we're 100%. Still excited. I'm still there 2 a.m. every Tuesday night watching that shit. Man. Dude, I gotta be there. But, you know, I'm still there. I'm still excited to watch every week. I'm going to be excited to watch next week. Excited to see what happens, where they take it from here, because this is supposedly supposed to be one of the best ones in the series thus far. So, I mean, fuck, we'll see. But, you know, hey, we recognize that they're not perfect. And These are just some things that we wish they would do that would make these series a little bit better.
For sure. But, still enjoying it, still along for the ride.
Exactly.
And happy to be here. So we will
Happy to be here.
We will be back next week with our discussions on episode 4. So hopefully we have some good things to say.
Hopefully. Yeah,
But,
that's a big hopefully.
Yeah. But that is all for our Loki discussion this week. And I think that's really everything we wanted to hit today.
I think that's all we really have to cover this week, honestly.
Yeah, so I guess we
Look
can
at that.
We did it. We ran through it all. So
yeah, I know. Nice little short one. As long as we don't take long on this outro, we'll
yeah, but we'll see. I guess I'll let you go. What are your what were you enjoying this week?
I don't think I watched anything, honestly. This week, aside from Loki. I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to squeeze in because I found out Luca's not Premiere Access.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
I found out it's completely free, which again, just showing Disney you hate your Asian films.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, man. Come on, Mulan. Shang-Chi's gonna be Premiere Access, right?
I would guess.
I don't think they've announced.
It's Marvel. There's no way.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson, come on.
Come on, y'all. Get it together.
But yeah, I guess Loki, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch Ma tonight. We'll see what happens. But
oh man.
But yeah, I don't remember watching anything else.
Got you.
If I'm being honest. I mean, I did watch Steven Crowder get dumpstered by Sam Cedar, but that's it.
Oh yeah.
That's it, really.
Gotcha. That was about it.
Well, honestly, probably my favorite thing that happened in 2021 thus far. But
wow.
Some
high praise.
Some high praise. I mean, it was a good sight to see. But as far as listened to, I did catch a couple of albums last week. First up, let's see. I don't want to butcher this name. Shungudzo's I Am Not a Mother, But I Have Children. Thought that was a good one.
Interesting. What genre of music is that?
Fuck if I know. It's listed on Music Board as alternative. I don't really know what to call it. It's one of those. Cool. It's all the ones that it's like I don't know what to call it. It's alternative.
Right. Yeah.
That's what. So it's a tough call, but definitely do recommend it. I don't know if you got around to checking this one out, but the Dwayne Project Stains. Yeah. I thought I didn't think it was fantastic or anything, but it definitely gave me Gene Dawson vibes, obviously.
Oh, interesting. But I can see that. I did listen to it. It didn't really hit the same way. It didn't hit me that hard. But
I thought it was solid though.
There were a couple of tracks I was like, oh, this is good, but I think maybe it was just too. I don't know. I think Gene kind of is less. I mean, he's just pop rock, but this felt a little more like conventional pop rock, if that makes sense. Just how do you mean? In that lane, I don't know. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Fall Out Boy hopped on a song, or if he hopped on a Fall Out Boy song. Okay. I thought it was bad. I just don't know if that style of pop rock is necessarily for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I don't know. I like the influences. I think it is very kind of pop punky in a sense. I enjoyed the influence in it, and I thought it was cool. I thought it was solid. Aside from that, Rebecca Black's EP was pretty okay.
Yeah,
Rebecca Black was here. That was
I heard that. I had been following, the singles pretty closely, but
yeah,
I was like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. I didn't like Hers Project.
I didn't get to it because I saw how long it was, and I was like,
yeah, it's really long.
Nope.
I didn't even realize it was over when it was over. But yeah.
Why are we still having Chris Brown features? Why are we doing that? Come on.
Why are we doing that? Headshots. That was a good track. I have to go through my singles now because I don't really remember. I wasn't feeling Rolling Stone like that though. I know. I knew that was gonna hurt him. No, get back in the chair. Nope, don't do that.
Don't do
that. I wasn't feeling it like that.
What? Oh, wow.
I don't know. I might have to go back to it, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it.
That one hurt.
Sorry, bud.
Where did you listen to it with headphones?
No, I listened to it in the car. I'll listen to it with headphones tonight.
I'm telling you, dude, it doesn't hit the same in the car for me, honestly.
All right.
Like there are just like parts of the song that aren't as like, like I can't hear as well in my car or even on my like Bluetooth speaker. It only really has hit nicely for me in my earbuds. So maybe try that and see how you feel.
All right. I will.
That song goes hard.
Jackie Eve's Tumor was a good track. I did like that
I need
one.
to check that out.
That was a good one. Any other tracks? Yeah, I wasn't really blown away by much else. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. All right. Cool.
How about you, friend?
As far as watched, I kind of just kept watching a lot of the stuff that I was talking about last week.
Right.
So, I watched the new Tuca and Birdie, which was good. I also, a new episode of Blind Spotting. I also, so I saw, I don't know if you ever decided to watch the show Dave.
No, I never really gave it a chance.
Is
it really white Atlanta? That's what a lot of people have been saying.
I think if you enjoy Atlanta, then I think there could be a lot of overlap in terms of fans and personal enjoyment. I think sometimes where it tries to be satirical, I think they maybe do a little too much,
Right.
And I mean, just like kind of minor spoilers. There's like and this new, like the first episode of the season, there is a, he goes to Korea. Dave goes to Korea and is like kind of making this Korean like K-pop song that's like, clearly offensive. But, and I mean, the show does point that out, obviously. But I still think sometimes with certain things in satire, it's like, I have to just ask myself, like, what am I laughing at? Like, because this is offensive, but that's not funny to me, So, but it still feels like it's supposed to be comedy. So
yeah, like what are you supposed to be laughing? Like, what's the intentionality?
Yeah,
what are you supposed to laugh at? Are you supposed to laugh at the fact that it is offensive, which a lot of people think is the case, or are you supposed to laugh at the fact that someone is doing something that is so blatantly offensive?
Right.
That's what it is. And which is why, like, I'm developing this list of words that I might end up releasing someday, but it's words that I wish motherfuckers were never taught because
yes.
they keep using it wrong. And
definitely.
Number one is satire, because I mean, every fucking 15-year-old high school dude saying, "Oh, it's satire," when he just says something just blatantly and wholeheartedly offensive.
I have been
and just says that to get away with it.
I've been having some serious issues with a lot of satire lately, especially I don't know if you've heard about the show on Showtime with Z-Way. It's called Z-Way. She's this like just black comedian, and she like used to write for Stephen Colbert and also used to write for Jesus and Mero, which I love. But her new show is just like not hit. Like it's trying to be satirical in the word, but it's not satirical at all. It's just really bad. Like it's really bad. It's really bad. And I have a lot of thoughts about that, but I'm not going to go into that. I'll just that was my little side rant about satire.
Right.
But yeah, no, I mean, new Blind Spotting I thought was very good. I'm just hopping back into that anime I was watching. And also Snowfall. So yeah, basically literally all the same stuff that I've been watching, just caught up on some new episodes. As far as music goes, I listen to a lot. I listened to quite a lot this week. Sometimes, I mean, it used to happen a lot more, but I would just get into like these random, like, just like I would have the urge to just like, I just want to listen to so many different things. Just try out
Just trying to
so many
catch up.
different new albums. Like,
Just trying to catch up, folks.
yeah. So I caught some new stuff. Obviously, first of all, singles. Loved Headshots. Really liked Law of Averages. Vince Staples. The new Don Toliver with Caliucci's I thought was really good too. And there are also a couple tracks.
Dating. Oh, never mind.
Couple tracks on the I was gonna say couple tracks on the Gold Link album. Couple
What?
of them kinda
No.
Dude.
That album was so bad. No.
Dude, when I tell you
No. 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 Hold on, wait. I'm trying to get my phone. 1.5 stars. No.
Here's the thing. So when I first heard this album, right? I was like, I listened to it and I was like, yo, why did I enjoy this so much? Like, legitimately, I was shocked. I was like, what is going on right now? I enjoy this like a lot. Like, probably like, it's probably sitting at like 4 stars off first listen. I'm not even gonna lie. Then the next day I listened to it sober. Definitely didn't hit nearly as hard. But I still thought there were a couple tracks on here that were
Bro,
good.
I'm about to unfollow you. I can't be doing this right now.
I'm sorry. And hey, I'm all aboard the Gold Link slander train.
Always.
But I'm not gonna lie, there are a couple tracks on there that I thought were pretty good. But yeah, also this new single from Dua Saleh called Macrodosing. It is a Spotify single. Very good. They're a really good artist. You should check them out. I'm debating. They have a vinyl that is 500. They only pressed 500 copies.
I thought you were going to say $500. I was like, no.
No. They only pressed 500
It's not
copies.
Mac-Hami?
No. Definitely not. But they pressed 500 copies. There are 9 left on their Bandcamp. And I'm like, should I go for it? Like, what if they end up blowing up? Because they're going to be in the new season of Sex Education.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, what if people like really like their character and then start listening to the music and then everyone is like, oh, this EP is super dope. And I'm like, man, I have like 1 to 500. I don't know. Still debating on that one. I do like the EP a lot though, and the pressing.
Fuck. I would say go for it. I mean, I'm always down for having those limited grails.
Yeah. Also, I would recommend that EP to you. I feel like you would actually enjoy it.
Yeah. Which one is it again?
It's called Rosetta by Dua Saleh. That's DUA space SALEH. Yeah.
I was from 2020.
Yeah, it's from last year.
Nope, can't listen. Only listen to stuff this year, man.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I'll give it a listen. Also, I was checking my music board. 197, by the way, for projects this year.
I can't even fathom.
I'm going for 300, boys. Let's do it.
Hey, you go for it, man. Go for it.
Man, dude, my top 50 is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, you have fun with that. I don't know if I can make it, but we'll see.
I think you
see.
can. No, not at this point. But
no, yeah, definitely not.
I think you could hit 200 if you tried.
No way. But a couple more things that I actually really enjoyed. Listen to a lot of music. There's this new EP from this artist Lava LaRue. Don't even know how I found this, but I had it in my playlist of stuff that I wanted to listen to. And it was pretty good. There's a Deb Never feature on here. There's also one of these tracks that was like also co-written with Claro, and another track on here where I heard a a producer tag from Vegan, who is really dope producer, Frank Ocean collaborator. I was like, yo, what? That's kind of wild. So good EP. Enjoyed that. Also, this new track from an artist, Indigo D'Souza. Never heard of her before. This track is called Kill Me. Pretty good. Pretty good. Also the new Mickey Blanco. Like that album. Jaden Smith had a new song too. Enjoyed that.
Oh shit.
And last one. This one. Wild. This artist, never heard of him. Godly the Ruler.
Is that the one you were listening to this morning?
Maybe I listened to that this morning. I think but one of the
Does
last
he have a track
tracks I heard-
called Daniel Kaluuya?
Yeah. I was listening to that after
Yeah, I
I
was
got off
stalking your
work. I was
Spotify.
pulling in. Wow. No, yeah. Godly the Ruler. Crazy EP. And also a new single that dropped a couple of months ago. But this EP, Work in Progress, wild. So dope. So dope. Definitely gonna be making my year-end list for EPs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, really like that project. So I think that's everything that I really listened to that I was really, really digging. Yeah, that's everything. So
Look at that.
kind of got back into my album listening bag a bit.
Yeah, I can see that. Look at you.
I know.
You did more than I did last week. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just felt like a random
Burst of album listening energy.
Yeah, and I just went for it. So caught some stuff I probably wouldn't have listened to otherwise. And I am ready for tomorrow. Very ready.
It's going to be one of the biggest drop nights of the year.
It's like the biggest, I would say.
Well, overall, I mean, some crazy shit could happen.
The biggest thus far.
Yeah,
sure.
That's why I'm saying overall it could end up still being the biggest, but
right, only paralleled to like maybe that. I mean, well, those weren't even. I was gonna say the Drake and Silk Sonic night, but even those were still like singles, and Drake just dropped 3 songs. But I feel like that was also a pretty big night, as far as names are concerned. But
and I mean, hey, Drake could drop. That'll be a big night if some other people drop too.
That is true.
Kendrick could drop. That'll be a big night if others drop too.
Kendrick's not dropping, dude. You saw that day in Vegas.
Yeah, I know. That's sad.
But
SZA could drop. I mean, shit. She just keeps lying all the time. So, you know.
I mean, it seems like everything just kind of blew up now. So
I guess so.
These next couple weeks, it seems like it's going to be album after album after album. I'm excited. We're getting new Tyler, Doja, and Ski Mask tomorrow.
Yes. The Ski Mask I was surprised with, but
yeah,
I mean, hey,
I'm
open to it. We'll see. Try not to set my hopes too high, obviously.
You is your listening order going to be Tyler, Ski Mask, and then Doja?
Probably. Or it's you know what it's going to be. It's going to be whatever ends up popping up first as I scroll through the weekly releases on Spotify, and then just add it to the playlist as it goes, and then boom.
Doja will probably end up being above Ski. Then.
Yeah, then I'll probably watch. I'll probably end up listening to Doja first. Then fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It depends. I get sometimes like if there's something that I really want to listen to, I'll go straight to that first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will.
Track list was pretty short.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe I will give the Doja one a listen first, just to like kind of get it. Don't take this the wrong way, to get it out of the way, because I feel like that one, like, I want to. No. Here's no. Hold up. I want to listen to that one without any context. So I don't want to listen to something that's better or worse than it beforehand. I want to listen to it kind of purely on its own, and then judge how I feel based on that.
Necessarily have like just listened to Tyler's album and been like, oh my God, this is album of the year. And then you go to Doja and you're like,
this is dog shit.
Yeah. Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
I roll with,
so maybe I will give
respect
Doja
you
first.
For that. I think, I definitely want to listen to Tyler first. I think just because I think with Tyler, like an artist like Tyler, people are going to be talking about it so much that I kind of want to just listen to it before I see anybody else's opinion that could possibly shape mine.
Right. I might listen to that like pure on midnight, like just straight up.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing it. I'm probably going to try to hit everything. Maybe I won't get to Ski Mask, but I'll probably try to get to, I'm definitely getting to Tyler and Doja for sure. So
fair enough.
Very excited, but I guess we will have more to say about those albums and probably more albums next week. Because we may
we will
be talking about how we're feeling about our albums at the midpoint of the year. So
yeah, the halfway point year in review thus far.
So stick around for that next week. But that will do it for us today. Kevin, you can go ahead and do you got the outro.
Oh shit. Yeah. Hey, if you're listening on a podcast listening platform, we also do post this podcast on YouTube in video version. You can check it out. YouTube Needle in the Lens podcast. If you're watching on YouTube and let's say you got to drive or something. You want to work out at the gym, you just want to listen to your boys, Noah and Kevin. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TuneIn, all those places. Links are going to be in the description below. And if you are on either of those platforms, we do stream this podcast live on Twitch Wednesday evenings at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Be sure to tune in twitch.tv/Flip TV Live. I'd love to see you there. Love to interact with you during the breaks and during the after show. But yeah, that's going to be it tonight, folks. Or this morning, whatever time it is for you. You'll have a fantastic rest of your day and enjoy everything that's coming out.
Yes.
Peace out.
Bye.